Let me ask you something strange. If I gave you 1 lakh rupees right now, no conditions, no strings attached, what would you do with it? Most people, if they're honest, would say something like pay off some bills, maybe buy something nice, perhaps save a little. And that answer is exactly why most people never build real wealth. Not because they don't earn enough, not because life is too expensive, but because nobody ever showed them the map. Think about it. We spend years in school learning history, algebra, literature, but not one class on how money actually works. Not one lesson on how ordinary people, earning ordinary salaries, quietly build extraordinary wealth over time. Today, I'm going to fix that. I'm going to show you step by step the exact path from 0 to 1 crore rupees, and I promise you, it's simpler than you think. But here's the twist, the biggest obstacle on this path isn't the stock market, it isn't inflation, it isn't even your income. It's something far closer. It's sitting right between your ears. Let's talk about that first. Here's the story most of us grow up believing about money. You work hard, you wait for a big raise, a lucky investment, or maybe a business idea that explodes overnight. And then, suddenly, you're rich. We call it the big break mentality, and social media has made it 10 times worse. You scroll and you see someone who made 10 lakh in a month flipping stocks, or a 24-year-old who became a crorepati on crypto. Your brain does something fascinating here. Psychologists call it survivorship bias. You see the winners, you never see the thousands of people who tried the same thing and lost everything. So we keep waiting, waiting for the right moment, the right opportunity, the right amount of money to start properly. And while we wait, something terrible happens. Not something dramatic, just silence. Days turn into months, months into years, and the most powerful force in all of personal finance, time, quietly slips away. There's an old saying, the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is today. Wealth works exactly the same way. The path to 1 crore rupees doesn't start with a big break. It starts with a decision, a simple, undramatic decision that most people keep postponing. And that decision? It's just this. Start small, start now, and stay consistent. I know, it sounds like a fridge magnet quote, but I'm going to show you with actual numbers why those 6 words are the most powerful financial strategy ever discovered, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. Alright, let's build your map. 5 stages, each one builds on the last, and none of them require you to be a finance expert. Before you can build wealth, you have to stop destroying it. Stage 1 isn't glamorous, but it is everything. This is where you build what I call the floor. Most people live in what psychologists call a scarcity mindset, where every rupee feels precious, so you avoid thinking about money altogether. Bills pile up, small subscriptions drain you silently, 199 here, 399 there. It feels like nothing. Over a year, that's potentially 20,000 to 30,000 rupees vanished. So step 1 is this. Write down every single expense for 1 month. Not to judge yourself, just to see. Awareness is the first superpower. Then find your leaks. Cancel what you don't use, reduce what you can, and build your very first financial goal. 1 lakh rupees in an emergency fund. Put it in a liquid fund or a high interest savings account. Don't touch it. This is your floor. It stops you from falling when life gets difficult. And life always gets difficult eventually. Now, here's where most people make their second big mistake. They save what's left over after spending. But wealthy people do it backwards. They spend what's left over after saving. This is called paying yourself first. And the secret to making it work? Automation. Set up a standing instruction on your bank account. The moment your salary hits, a fixed amount, even 3,000 to 5,000 rupees, automatically moves to an investment. You never see it, so you never miss it. Behavioral economists call this removing friction. When saving requires willpower, you fail. When it's automatic, it just happens. Start your first SIP, even 2,000 rupees a month, in a diversified index fund. At this stage, it's not about the returns, it's about building the identity of someone who invests. That identity is worth more than any single stock pick. This is where the magic starts, and it starts slowly, so slowly that most people give up right here. Don't. Albert Einstein reportedly called compound interest the eighth wonder of the world. Here's why. Imagine you invest 5,000 rupees every month into an index fund that gives 12% annual returns, which is roughly what Indian markets have averaged historically. After 10 years, you've put in 6 lakh rupees, but your investment is worth over 11.5 lakh rupees. Your money made more money than you did. And here's the psychological trap at this stage. The market will fall, maybe 20%, maybe 40%. Everyone around you will panic. They'll sell. They'll say, I told you this was risky. Don't listen. The people who quietly kept their SIPs running through the 2008 crash, the 2020 crash, they're the ones who retired early. Volatility isn't the enemy. Panic is.
Saving alone will only take you so far. At some point, the most powerful wealth building tool is a higher income. Stage 4 is about growing what comes in. Now, I'm not telling you to grind 18 hours a day. I'm telling you to be strategic. Learn one high income skill. It could be digital marketing, coding, design, financial consulting, writing. Pick one and go deep. Every 10,000 rupee increase in your monthly income, invested consistently, dramatically accelerates your timeline. Also consider income streams beyond your job, a freelance project, a course, a rental income. You don't need 5 income streams on day 1, but having 2 is a game changer. Wealthy people don't just manage money better, they create more doors for money to walk through. You're close now, and this is the most dangerous stage, not because the path is harder, but because people get impatient. They've been patient for years. They want to speed things up, so they take big risks. They go all in on one stock, one crypto, one sure thing a friend told them about. Don't. Your job at stage 5 is simple. Don't break what's already working. Keep your SIPs running. Stay diversified. Let the compounding do its job. The last 50 lakh comes faster than the first 50 lakh because your base is now much larger. The snowball is huge and the hill is long. Just let it roll. Here's what nobody tells you about the journey from 0 to 1 crore. It's not mainly a financial challenge, it's a psychological one. There's a concept in behavioral economics called present bias. Our brain is wired to value pleasure today far more than reward in the future. It's why we swipe the credit card for a phone upgrade instead of investing that money. It's why we say, I'll start next month for 10 years in a row. But there's another force working against you that's even sneakier. It's called lifestyle inflation. Every time your income goes up, your spending goes up to match it. New salary, new apartment. Promotion, new car. It feels natural. You worked hard, you deserve nice things. And you do. But if 100% of every raise gets spent, you're running on a treadmill, moving fast, going nowhere. The rule that changes everything. Every time your income increases, invest at least half of that increase before you spend any of it. You still get to enjoy the raise, but now your investments grow faster too. This one habit, followed consistently, is what separates people who build wealth from people who simply earn well. And then there's comparison. Social media makes everyone look wealthier than they are. Your friends' vacation photos, your colleague's new car. Our instinct is to match it, to keep up. But here's the truth. Most of that is financed by debt, not wealth. The person who looks rich and the person who is quietly becoming rich are very often not the same person. Real wealth is mostly invisible. It's the investment account nobody posts about, the financial security that lets you sleep at night. All right, let's make this real. Not someday, not next month, this week. First, open a note on your phone right now and write down your 3 biggest monthly expenses. Just 3. Look at them. Are they moving you forward or just maintaining the present? No judgment, just awareness. Second, if you don't have an emergency fund, open a liquid mutual fund account this week, even if you can only put 500 rupees in it. The amount doesn't matter right now, the behavior does. You are becoming someone who prioritizes financial security. That identity shift is everything. Third, set up an SIP, even 1,000 rupees a month. Pick a simple, broad market index fund, Nifty 50 or Nifty 500. Don't overthink the fund selection at this stage. A decent fund started today beats the perfect fund started next year every single time. Fourth, decide on your raise rule right now before you need it. Whatever percentage increase in income you get next, what portion will you invest? Write it down. Make it a policy, not a decision you'll make in the moment when temptation is highest. And fifth, and this one matters more than anything, find someone doing this with you. Tell a friend. Join a community. Follow channels and creators who talk about real, patient, boring wealth building, not get rich quick, not crypto moonshots, just the long game. Because the long game, played consistently, almost always wins. Not sometimes, almost always. Your 1 crore isn't waiting for a lucky break, it's waiting for you to start. I want to leave you with one final thought. Imagine two people, same age, 25, same salary, 40,000 rupees a month, same city, same cost of living. Person A starts investing 5,000 rupees a month today. Person B waits just 5 years and then invests 10,000 rupees a month to make up for lost time. At 60, person A has more money despite investing less, despite never doubling their contribution. The only difference? They started 5 years earlier. That's the power of time in the market. It's not fair, it's not dramatic, it's just mathematics, working silently, relentlessly in your favor. 1 crore is not a fantasy. It is a mathematical inevitability for anyone who starts, stays consistent, and doesn't let fear or impatience knock them off the path. You now have the map. You know the 5 stages. You know the psychological traps. You know what to do this week. The only question left is the one only you can answer. Are you going to start today, or are you going to wait for a better time that never quite arrives? If this video helped you see money differently, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and I'll see you in the next one.